Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys, and in today's video guys we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. Brentford guys, at home, at Old Trafford guys, in our last and final game at Old Trafford for the season guys. We ended it on a high, 3-0 for Manchester United, and what a perfect way to end it on a high in our last game at Old Trafford as well. What a perfect way to end it as well against Brentford. Massive 3 points, we're back to winning ways once again as well, so that was fantastic as well. What a win and what a result it was. It was a much needed win. We got our confidence back going into the weekend against Brighton, but looking forward to the next couple of weeks now. But yes guys, let's get straight to this video. So we made one change from the last game against Chelsea. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane, Telles, Tomine, Matic, Elanga, Mata, Fernandes and Ronaldo. Getting into the other reaction now, Man United earn morale boosting win over Brentford. Ronaldo strikes as Man United ease past Brentford. United have done the double on Brentford. We ended it on a high on our last game at Old Trafford. Thank you to Matic, Mata, Cavani and Lingard. Massive 3 points, back to winning ways. What a win and what a result. Best performance I've seen at Old Trafford this season. United are back. Why did it take till the last game at Old Trafford to start performing as a team? Nice and controlled, dominated the game, we played with energy and we were on the front foot. The passing was good, we played with a higher line, we played in between the lines, we played with intent, we were more mobile, we showed heart, fight, determination, desire and work rate. The Mata and Ronaldo link-up play was unreal. Elite performance, brilliant team performance. We couldn't afford to drop points. The defence was good. There was a fantastic individual performances. It was an open game, end-to-end game at times. Competitive game. Game management was good. Decision making was good. De Gea made some fantastic saves. We were aggressive from the get-go. High press, high intensity, high tempo and high energy. We were well organised. Brentford are a fantastic team. We deserved the win. Win done. 3 points done. Clean sheet done. First half was great, second half was fantastic, overall brilliant performance. Anyway guys, let's get straight into this video. What did I make of the performance? I thought it was a brilliant team performance all round from the players. I think that's the best performance I've seen at Old Trafford all season long. It's just like what I said then, why did it take us until the last game of the season at Old Trafford to start turning up and performing? I'll tell you one thing though, and a couple of things from me, the reason why we've won that game against Brentford 3-0 by the way. One thing is that I noticed there was not one English player that played that game. A different mentality coming into this game as well. And it just goes to show that we were more mobile on that team as well. The passing was better as well. I thought we played with a higher line as well. And when you play with Maguire and Varane, Maguire doesn't feel comfortable playing with a higher line because he's not quick. Because he's not a quick centre back. He has to play. He has to just come up like halfway up in his own half, to be honest, because he's not a quick centre back. So when you have two fast centre backs as a pairing, you know that you're going to play. You want to play with a higher line. You want to get up the pitch. You want to play in between the lines. You want to make the runs in from behind, and that's the reason why we won that game, because we're aggressive on the front foot, energy, high intensity, high tempo, and you know, it was just a fantastic team performance all round, and it was a elite performance all round from the team. It was a fantastic performance. You know, we've not seen a performance like that in a long time at Old Trafford, especially that we had, you know, about 70% of possession as well for the whole game, just passing the ball around, you know, nice little combinations as well. So I thought we were brilliant in that game all round against Brentford. And obviously Brentford, they're a fantastic team themselves as well. Obviously, this is a team that has beaten Arsenal, beaten Chelsea, beaten West Ham, drew to Liverpool and drew to Tottenham. So they're not an easy team, Brentford. And to come away with a win against Brentford, that's a fantastic result, because Brentford are a fantastic team and they never give up themselves. And to give them a game as well and to do the double on them as well, I think for a first time in a long time, I think, on Brentford. So their first time playing at Old Trafford. So I mean, at the end of the day, we were just fantastic from the get-go. I thought we were aggressive on the front foot. We were well organised for the whole game. High intensity, high tempo, high press, high energy. I thought we defended really well. The passing was good from the get-go. There was fantastic individual performances. I think you would probably rate all those players with 7s and 8s, to be honest. And you know, we played in between the lines, and you know, at the end of the day, in that Mata Ronaldo link-up play was unreal. and obviously there's going to be a couple of players that were thanking Old Trafford after that game as well. So I have to applaud Matic, Mata, Cavani and Lingard for what a career that they've had at Manchester United if they do move on in the end, and also to Pogba as well. And but yeah, in a game like this, in a fantastic team in Brentford, it was a massive 3 points, and nice to get a win against them. They're not an easy team to go up against, but to get the 3 points against them, that's a fantastic result. And what a better way to win it as well in our last game of the season at Old Trafford as well. Best performance I've seen at Old Trafford whole season long as well. So for a full 90 minutes as well, control dominated that game, and fantastic, brilliant. You can't put a fault over that performance, to be honest. Getting into the game now, I thought the first half had kicked off. I thought the first couple of minutes I thought we did quite well. I thought we got on the front foot, we were aggressive. I thought on the front foot, high press, high intensity, high energy from the players. We're playing with a higher line as well. And when we play with the higher line, you can sort of assess your options as well. And I thought, the way how we were passing the ball, controlling the game, dominated the game. In terms of possession as well, I think that was our best game as well. Ralph even came out and said that himself as well. And Ralph even said that was his best performance he's seen from the team for the whole 6 months as well, that he's been in charge of. So, it just goes to show that the manager was impressed with his performance as well against a team like Brentford. But everyone will be saying, where was that for the whole season? Why couldn't we not perform like that for the whole season as well? And why does it take to the last game of the season at Old Trafford to do that as well? So, yeah, it's obviously disappointing. It's not been a great season from us, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, first off was good though, on the front foot, aggressive, created chances. I think it was all about that we had to try and test their goalkeeper. But in games like this, I could see that, Brentford had a few opportunities, but I think for us it was more about we have to take our chances. I thought we took our chances really well. Obviously, we got on the front foot, and then, I think we knew that we would get big moments, and also when we get these chances, it's all about taking your chances. And I thought when we got on the front foot, and obviously with the first goal, we get the first goal within 10 minutes. So I think when you get that first goal, it's always good to get that crucial first goal. And brilliant run by Elanga, cuts it back to Bruno, and Bruno gets his first goal in a long time as well. So happy to see Bruno back on the score sheet. And then obviously I thought we dominated the game, well controlled as well, dominated it as well. The passing was brilliant. I thought the Mata Ronaldo link-up play was brilliant. I thought Ronaldo was bringing out his tricks in this game as well. So it was brilliant, I thought, and in that first half. And obviously, I think, we should have got a penalty in that first half. Obviously, the way out, the build-up play was fantastic as well in the game in the first half. Ronaldo should have made it 2-0. He was just offside. He'd be kicking himself for that as well. But I also think we should have had a penalty in the first half as well, which didn't go our way as well. I thought the ref in the first half was dreadful. Didn't get his calls right. And then I thought in the second half it came out. I thought, Brentford obviously had their moments in the game, had a few opportunities, but I think, because we just were so more mobile and more compact in the second half, time compact defensively, we knew that Brentford would still come at us because they knew that our defence was shaky. We had to be more defensively tight and compact, and I thought we did that really well in the second half. And then we frustrated them, which was good. And then obviously, they had their fair few chances, Brentford. But I thought in this game, I thought we got the right balance in terms of, playing Bruno out wide with Mata in behind as well. And, you had Ronaldo sometimes coming deep as well to help out. So the tactics in this game, I thought it was bang on by Ralph. Can't fault that as well. So, but yeah, I think in the second half, it was more or less, on the front foot again, creating chances. And then obviously we're came into the second half at 1-0. I think it was all about trying to score that next goal. And then obviously on the front foot, tried to make things happen, creating chances. Ronaldo makes a brilliant run in from behind, brilliant strength, and then obviously wins the penalty, 2-0. And then I think, and then I think we were pretty much out of sight. I think Brentford found it difficult to get back into the game. And then I think, we were just well controlled and so dominated that game. They just couldn't get a foot of the game, and I think the game management was good. The decision making was good. I thought we gave away stupid passes in stupid areas as well, but we recovered well, defended well, and then I think again though, when we just got these moments and these big chances, we took them, and then obviously we get a corner, and a brilliant corner, and finds Varane, and Varane scores his first Man United goal. So pleased for Varane to get his first goal for Man United. Should have happened against Burnley earlier on in the season, but brilliant way, and to sign it off at Old Trafford with a win, clean sheet as well, and brilliant performance all round, and you can't fault that performance. And a brilliant performance all round from the players. Brilliant team performance by the players all round. What a way to end it on a high. I know our last game of the season at Old Trafford with a win, 3 points and a clean sheet. Yeah, it can't get any better, to be honest. I thought it was a brilliant win, 3 points and a clean sheet, to top it off on our last game at Old Trafford as well. It's brilliant. I thought elite performance, best performance I've seen at Old Trafford all season long. It was a top performance by the players. The players need to take a tap on the back. It was just a brilliant team performance all round, to be honest. They would play with intent, play with the higher line, and play with a lot of energy, controlled and dominated the game as well. And the way how we controlled and dominated that game was brilliant. We had more possession as well than them. To have 70% possession over a team like Brentford is fantastic, to be honest, because Brentford are a difficult side to come up against this season. To get a massive win against them is brilliant as well. It's fantastic as well. Do it all in our last game at Old Trafford as well. Brilliant, it's fantastic. Obviously United are back. We want to take this momentum into the next game against Brighton, and this confidence as well. There's still 2 games yet to play. Obviously there's still 6 points up for grabs there. 2 away games now. Full focus on the next game now against Brighton. Let's take it one game at a time. Brilliant team performance by the players to end it on a high on our last game at Old Trafford of the season with a win, 3 points and a clean sheet, and you can't fault the performance. Top performance by the players. And I thought it was brilliant all round. It was a brilliant game, competitive game, enjoyable game, massive 3 points. You can't fault that performance. There's a few players leaving United in the next couple of weeks, the likes of Matic, Mata, Pogba, Cavani and Lingard. It's a nice send-off, especially Pogba and Lingard didn't play. Yeah, it's a brilliant send-off for those players. I thought it's not nice for Pogba and Lingard not to come on and play. Obviously Pogba was injured, so he couldn't play. Lingard was on the bench and wasn't used. His brother wasn't happy after that as well. I understand his frustration, but at the end of the day, it's a team performance, and sometimes it's all about tactics, the way how you want to see out the game as well. Change formation as well. It's a nice send off for those players as well. Obviously we know Matic is going, Mata's going, we know Cavani's going, I know Pogba's going. I think it's just down to what happens with Lingard, to be honest. I think if Lingard stays or he goes, I think you just have to say to those players, we know it's going to be a rebuild under Ten Hag. There's going to be more players that are going to be shifted out in the summer as well. Obviously it's a nice send off for them. Obviously they'll be happy and proud that they got the win, the 3 points and a clean sheet at Old Trafford on the last game of the season at Old Trafford as well. So they'll be happy, but at the same time you just have to say to them, thank you for your services. You've done your job the last how many years you've been at the club for. Thank you for your services. Wish all you best for the future, for whatever you do in the future. All you have to say is to these players, has been brilliant for the last how many years you've been at the club, and thank you for everything. Time to move on. Sometimes players need a change of scenery to go and get some game time as well. There's not much more I can really say about it, to be honest. Why did it take till the last game at Old Trafford to start performing as a team? It's a good question, to be honest, because I think you look at that sort of team that we played out there was not one English player that was out there. I think when we don't play with an English player, there's a lot more confidence in the team. We're a lot more positive in ourselves as well, and we're a lot more optimistic as well that we can actually get something out of the game as well. I think if Ten Hag was watching that game, it'd be definitely looking at that team. If I have those players next season and work on it and coach these players properly, bring in a couple of good signings in, this team can actually do something next season. The reason why it took to the last game of the season to start performing as a team is because they knew it was the last game at Old Trafford, and they knew that they had to perform. They knew they had to get the win and the 3 points, and they wanted to end it on a high at Old Trafford. Give something back to the fans, that the players know that it's not been a great season. It's been a disaster season as well, so it's something to say thanks to the fans, thanks for your support for the whole season. Sorry we didn't give it our all this season. You can't do anything about it. New manager coming in now, next season, new era. We're starting from scratch. It's going to be a rebuild for sure, so looking forward to it myself. Who is my man of the match? Everyone had a brilliant game. I thought De Gea kept us in the game when he needed to with his brilliant saves. Delo was brilliant as well. Lindelof was good. Varane was fantastic, I thought. Tenaz was good. I thought McTominay was okay. Matic was good. I thought Elanga was good. Mata was fantastic, I thought. Bruno is back. I thought he was good as well. Ronaldo, good as well. To be honest, he's not got much game time this season. I thought he was brilliant in this game. Mata. I'm going to give this Mata. He was absolutely outstanding in that game. He's 34 years of age. I think that was his third appearance this season. He deserves my man of the match. What performance he had last night against Brentford. How do we beat Brighton and Hove Albion? Now this is obviously our next game now on the weekend against Brighton. I think Brighton this season, they've been a bit inconsistent. You know, they had a good start to the season. They fell off a bit. They came back up a bit. They fell off a bit, and now they're just back on a high. I think we're playing Brighton probably a little bit at the wrong time here, but I think, you know, both teams are going to be coming into this game with confidence, momentum as well. Brighton have just coming off some really good wins as well at this moment in time, but Brighton are another team like Brentford. They've drew to Chelsea twice, drew with Liverpool at Anfield as well, drew with West Ham as well, beat Arsenal as well, beat Tottenham as well. Brighton are having one of the best seasons so far in the Premier League this year, but they've been inconsistent. They've done brilliant under Graham Potter, and you have to give them the praise. I tell you what, Brighton, it's going to be a tough game against them. It's going to be a tight tactical game. I think in a game like this against Brighton, it's all about getting the first goal. It's going to be crucial, and I think Brighton, they're definitely going to give it their all. They're at home, the fans are behind them. For us, we just have to focus on ourselves. But Brighton, they're a brilliant team. We don't want to write these off. We don't want to underestimate them. They're a good team. Got brilliant players all around the pitch. Got a brilliant coach as well. You can't disrespect that. A chance to do the double on Brighton as well here as well. It's going to be a good game against Brighton. We have to be able to get the 3 points here. It's a must win and go and put that pressure onto Tottenham. So if we win this, I think we're in a good position maybe of getting 5th. Let's end this season on a high now. Let's try win these last 3 games. We've won 1 now. Let's go and win the next one against Brighton on the weekend. Looking forward to this game. I think this is going to be a tight tactical game, definitely for sure. But Brighton, obviously, they're the draw specialists. They're doing well against the top 6 teams, but they do lose the daft odd game as well. They play with different formations as well. They play with a 4-4-2 and obviously with a 3-4-2-1 last time round as well. But they don't show desire to close down. We've got to watch out for their set pieces as well. They're a physical side, very direct, well coached, well drilled, very technical, well organised, and at times they can be disorganised. And they leave holes and gaps in their defence, so you literally can just be explosive and be aggressive, go and expose their weaknesses as well. In a game like this against Brighton, getting the first goal is going to be crucial. Don't concede an early goal. Don't let them come back inside. Without possession, we've got to show the aggression. You know, we've got to get into the pockets, got to watch out for the bully from behind. We must work hard, win our duels, 50-50s and second balls. Don't let them have time and space on the ball defensively. Make sure nothing opens up for Brighton. We've got to be quick on the ball. Passing needs to be quick. Got to use the pace on the flanks. Passing needs to be quick. Put them under pressure. Stop the crosses coming into the box. Be aware of the ball over the top. Capitalise on their mistakes. Got to be able to put them under pressure. Pick out the right pass. Close the channels. Keep Mopé quiet. Link up play needs to be effective. Put the centre backs under pressure. The defence needs to be disciplined. Got to be wary of a reaction. Don't let them get a shot off. Don't let them stay in the game. Win the midfield battle. Don't let them win the loose balls. Don't let them back in the game. Must defend properly. Got to be organised. Get the crosses into the box. Commit money into the box. Passing needs to be quick. We've got to be quick on the break. Create the spaces. Attack the spaces. Drag them out of position. Stretch them out. If they play with a deep line, attack them. Don't give them any confidence or momentum. Capitalise on their mistakes. Don't afford to make mistakes. Capitalise on our set pieces. Set pieces could come into play as well. Defend properly. Creativity is a must. We need to have a quick and bright start. Get an early goal will be crucial. We've got to be aggressive, got to be ruthless, make the runs in from behind. Play with high intensity, high tempo, play with energy and purpose. Get in between the lines, make the right runs in the right channels, pick out the right pass, get the players in forward areas, got to create the chances, take our chances, be clinical, be explosive on the break. Quality in the final third needs to be there. Got to control, dominate the game, don't underestimate them. Fullbacks have got to be effective. Decision making will be key. Game management will be key. Don't leave gap spaces or gaps open. Needs to be tight and compact. Defensively frustrate. Brighton needs to show the desire to close them down. Got to be strong, committed, play with a higher line. Don't be afford to be lazy. Don't make mistakes in silly areas. Play with fight, heart, passion, pride, commitment, determination, and desire. Show the character and team spirit. Got to be switched on at all times. Need to be focused and concentrated. Commitment into the box, don't be afraid to make a tackle, be brave, take risks, don't give the ball away cheaply, and the midfield needs to close them down. Getting to the goals now, first goal, Bruno plays the ball over to Dalot, Dalot puts a great ball in from behind to Elanga, Elanga runs, squares it to Bruno, and Bruno scores for 1-0. Second goal, Ronaldo wins a penalty, steps up and scores a brilliant penalty for 2-0. Third goal, great corner by Tellez, finds Varane, and Varane taps it in for 3-0. Getting to the stats now, possession from Man United, it was 64.1%. For Brentford, it was 35.9%. Goals for Man United, it was 3. For Brentford, it was 0. Total shots for Man United, it was 9. For Brentford, it was 12. Shots on target for Man United, it was 5. And for Brentford, it was 4. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 55.6%. And for Brentford, it was 33.3%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 6. And for Brentford, it was 7. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 3. And for Brentford, it was 5. Total passes for Man United, it was 714 passes, and for Brentford it was 376 passes. Pass accuracy for Man United, it was 91.2%, and for Brentford it was 82.2%. Getting to the substitutions now, Matic went off for Fred. Talking about Nemanja performance, another steady starting role crowned with a moment of class. Alas, Bruno Fernandes poorly shot wide, but before he made way. Elanga went off for Cavani. Talking about Anthony's performance, superb run and cross to assist Bruno Fernandes. Like his attacking academy preceders, Elanga is not an effective running backwards as he is forwards. Mata went off for Jones. Talking about Juan's performance, a joy to watch on his final Old Trafford appearance. Mata enhanced United's attack and got more out of the forwards, undeniably underused in his final 3 years. Next up, we've got Brighton. Brighton are 9th in the table. There's no backing down against Brighton. I think Brighton are a great team. Got some really good quality of players on there on the pitch. Got a quality good manager as well that knows that he's doing as well with his team. They're having one of the best seasons in the Premier League this year as well. Going to be playing each other. Both teams are coming into this game with confidence. This is going to be a good game against Brighton. I expect it to be a good game. I expect it to be a tight tactical game. Going away from home against Brighton as well. We haven't been doing so well recently in the last couple of away fixtures, but an away fixture against Brighton, obviously Brighton are at home, they'll get their home support as well. Their home support will fire them up as well. They'll get behind the team as well. In a game like this, for us, we have to be able to get the first goal, shut up their fans, and that's the main thing. Be able to score an early goal, and if you can get that early goal, you're in a good position. You want to control, dominate the game. But in a game like this against Brighton, you also want to be on the front foot. You want to be creative as well. You've got to play that same team as well that we had out last night against Brentford. It's a must-win game. Have to get the 3 points here against Brighton. Gonna be tough, but I think we've got the quality to beat them though. Definitely not make a change in that team. You've got to start that same team against Brighton, and I think they would suffer, to be honest. But Brighton, they're a good team. I think you want to get on the front foot, be aggressive, be ruthless. We have to be able to take our chances when we can as well. Creativity is a must, and when we create these chances, we must take our chances. Be ruthless, be aggressive from the get-go as well. If we get that first goal, their fans will be annoyed with their players. I think the more we control that game and dominate that game, I think their fans will definitely get even more frustrated as well. I think the more we put them under pressure and the more we keep putting them under pressure as well, get on the front foot as well, the players will start getting frustrated as well. So the more we keep, it's all based on what we do on that pitch. As long as we come into this game well prepared for this one, it's going to be a physical game against them. It's going to be an end-to-end game, and these players have got to be ready for this game as well. They've got to be mentally going with the right mindset as well, and the attitude has got to be there as well to give them a game. You know, it's a chance to do the double on them as well. It's a chance to do a double on 2 teams this week as well. What a surprise, eh? So this is a chance to do the double on Brighton. Brighton are a very good side. They've taken off points off some really good teams as well this season as well. We'll be ready for this, and it's going to be a physical game. I think it could be an end-to-end game. It's going to be a tactical game, but we have to win this midfield battle. We can play the same midfielders out there in this game that we had out there against Brentford. I can guarantee we will win that midfield battle with them and controlled midfield. And 9 times out of 10, if you can win that midfield battle against Brighton, you'll go on and win that game. I can guarantee if we win that midfield battle, we will beat Brighton. It's just all about the quality in the final third and that cutting edge as well. Obviously, referring to some pictures now, obviously the first one, Bruno McTominay doubled up on Basuma of getting that first goal as well. Maybe doing something like this might help us win the game against Brighton for sure. But also another one is just recent as well, their last game as well. Don't allow them to have the time and the space on the ball, and we've got to be able to show the desire to close them down as well. You can just clearly see it from this picture by Wolves, just too static, and it was woeful defending. We have to be able to capitalise on their mistakes. Don't lose possession in the midfield, and don't allow them to have the time and the space on the ball. We're going to make this game count as well. We have to be able to perform for a full 90 minutes, and we've got to turn up to this fixture against Brighton. Not an easy game, but we'll be up for it. Minute 1 from minute 90, but we have to put in a real good performance here against Brighton, get that first goal, then we can control and dominate the game. Brighton are scoring 1 goal per game. Brighton are conceding 1.2 goals per game. Brighton have won 10, drawn 14, and they've lost 11. Lost to Everton 2-0, Man City 4-1. Villa 2-0, Wolves 1-0, Man United 2-0, Burnley 3-0, Villa 2-0, Newcastle 2-1, Liverpool 2-0, Tottenham 2-0 and Man City 3-0. Brighton have lost 7 games at home this season. Their last loss was against Man City, which ended 3-0, and that was just played 2 weeks ago, so that was just recently. Their last win was against Wolves and it ended 3-0, and it was just played on the weekend, just gone. Brighton have the 6th best defence in the league. The players to look out for is Sanchez, Lamptey, Cucurella, Webster, Dunk, Duffy, Veltman, Basuma, McAllister, Mwempu, Gross, Lallana, Modder, Alzate, March, Cancedo, Mope, Trossard and Welbeck. Hope you guys enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.